Finally, a good afternoon. I've had the most horrendous morning and I thought I was going to literally, bust a blood vessel at one point. I got so irate and upset. Anyway, I'm just hoping now that all is settled down. Days like this happen, and I'm not even going to bother giving it the energy and going into it and explaining what has happened. Suffice to say that we just go onwards and upwards, and I just want to share once more some beautiful butterflies on... Oh, look at that lovely speckly orange one. Now, I have a feeling, I have a sneaking suspicion that speckly orange one is endangered. That looks a little bit like the marsh fritillary butterfly. How interesting. Anyway, look at them all. They're scattered about all over the place. Look at this. Beautiful creatures. You see, our worlds can get so messed up with silliness, and really much of it is inconsequential nonsense. But you look at the natural world, you look at the beauty of Mother Earth, and you think, this is what it's all about. Not the silly flipping nonsense that's going on out there. The butterflies are just flying all around me as though to say, come on now, Colette, just chill out. Bring that blood pressure down. Breathe deeply. Yes, I will. I hear you. So, without further ado, by the way, I want to say... Oh, these butterflies. I want to shout out to... Susan Pullman in New York. And I want to say a big birthday shout out to you, Susan Pullman in New York. There's a book on its way from your darling daughter, Rosina. So that brightened up my day, I can tell you, because when I got the lovely email from your daughter, and I thought, oh, this is just lovely. It's lovely to be a part of this. So your book has been posted out. I'm going to be over at the post office shortly. I just thought I'd come out and breathe deeply and make a little video. A little antidote. Yes, and it's working. And Jack's saying to himself, I don't know what you're on about, Colette. There's an awful lot of nonsense goes on here. So, now, I think I'll just walk around the cottage and share the day that's in it with you. I'm having to bolster up this little bamboo arch. So I'm going to be making a new arch, but doing it out of wood. I've got lots of this wood lying around. So that's what I started the day doing before it fell away into nonsense. Lovely butterflies. I've never seen as many butterflies as I have this year. It's amazing and wonderful. It's inspiring. And the birds are fairly quiet, but they're here. Oh, see, look, no sooner did I come out with a comment like that than there was a bird up there in the tree contradicted me. Nature always seems to have the last laugh here. There's a wee butterfly there in the gravel. They're all over the place. Just all over the place. It's kind of sunbathing on the gravel. Now I took some beautiful photographs yesterday. One in particular of the raindrops on some cobwebs, on some spiders' webs. And I know I think I posted it up on Facebook and on Twitter. So if you'd like to have a look at that, just go on to Bealtaine Cottage Goddess Gardens on Facebook. These beautiful creatures. A little touch of the divine. Yeah, that was a beautiful photograph. All the lovely droplets of rain, just like little jewels. Like little jewels on the web. It's beautiful. So I have a heap of books now to post. This is my posting day, so I'm going over to see Pascal in the next hour or so. I had to go searching this morning for a document, and as I was searching through drawers filled with papers, reminded yourself, sort that out, Colette. I came across letters and poetry written by both my parents. I think that made me feel a wee bit sad. But you know, nature is very healing. That wee butterfly just fluttering about. And this is something I wanted to mention as well. Because, you know, there's an awful lot of talk now about, indigenous plants. You've got to plant indigenous plants. It's indigenous this, indigenous that. And, you know, so often it's from people who I would call armchair warriors. You know, they're sitting there and they're making all these pronouncements on the World Wide Web, on various social media platforms. And I've got to say this. Look at all the butterflies on the Buddleia. Right? The Buddleia is not indigenous to Ireland. The Buddleia is indigenous to the Himalayas. So if that Buddleia wasn't here, there wouldn't be the profusion of butterflies here at Bealtaine Cottage. Because much of their habitat, you see, has been wiped out. Much of the natural habitat that was there on the land before modern agricultural methods took over in the name of greed, much of their habitat's been wiped out. So when I say plant like your life depends upon it, because it does, I mean plant. And I don't mean get caught up in debates about indigenous plants. Because we're in a state of climate change. Everything's changing. Age of Aquarius. Mother Earth doesn't give two hoots whether there's a Buddleia growing here at Bealtaine Cottage or not. But she does care, I'm quite sure, about her butterflies getting the food that they need. And the fact that we live on one earth, And the countries that have these, you know, very stringent laws on seeds are the same countries that are opening their doors to Monsanto genetically modified crap. There, now I feel better now I've had that wee bit of a rant. Get it off your chest. So look at all these beautiful creatures and tell me what it is I'm doing wrong. There's bound to be one. There's bound to be one comment. Anyway, I don't care. I'm in a mood now where I just don't care. Because the stuff that I deeply care about is thriving. So there we go. And as for the rest of that nonsense, the big bee just came past my ear. As though to say, go and upload that video now and stop this nonsense. Blessings to you all.